Hello everyone, welcome to Deaf Mute Studio. It is time to give you my review of 1988's The Beast / The Beast of War. Depending on where you are, it was either called The Beast or The Beast of War. But for the purposes of this review, it's just going to be called The Beast. Let's have it. So The Beast was directed by Kevin Reynolds, remember him? After The Beast he went on to make Waterworld, Robin Hood Prince of Thieves, 187, Count of Monte Cristo and Baxter and Isosceles. That's not a film, it's Tristan and Isolde, or Isolde. And The Beast is starring Jason Patric, remember him? Whose biggest credits were The Lost Boys, Speed 2 Cruise Control and Narc. Also starring Stephen Bauer, remember him? I'll be honest, I don't, but he was in Scarface, Traffic and Primal Fear. And also starring George Dzundza. I'll just refer to him as George because I know I'm butchering his name, but he was in The Deer Hunter and Crimson Tide. So The Beast is set in 1981 Afghanistan. A Soviet tank unit viciously attacks a Pashtun village harbouring a group of Mujahideen fighters. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing any of that. Following the assault, one of the tanks, commanded by the ruthless Commander Dashkal, played by George, takes a wrong turn through a mountain pass and enters a blind valley. Taj, played by Stephen Bauer, returns to discover the village destroyed, his father killed and his brother martyred by being crushed under Dashkal's tank. As the new Khan following his brother's death, Taj is spared to seek revenge by his cousin Mustafa, an opportunistic scavenger. Together they lead a band of Mujahideen fighters into the valley to pursue Dashkal's tank, which they call the Beast, counting on their captured RPG anti-tank weapon to destroy it. What follows is a cat and mouse chase through the desert that causes rifts and further casualties on both sides, resulting in tank driver Konstantin Kovachenko, played by Jason Patric, being left for dead by his commanding officer Dashkal, whose edges are starting to fray. Taj's band reunite with several vengeful women from the village and finds Kovachenko, who pleads for Natawate, which requires that the enemy be given sanctuary if he asks. So if you say Natawate, you're basically given a free pass. Good to know. So the Mujahideen abides and soon befriends Kovachenko, who agrees to help him destroy the tank. So the graphic violence in the opening scene really sets the film's tone perfectly. The unflinching brutality and destruction letting you know that the film it's not gonna pull any punches or glorify the violence of warfare. This isn't your typical film with action set pieces trying to entertain and wow you with amazing special effects. It's a very character-driven film about people forced into conflict with one another through no fault of their own and trying to stay true to their own moral compasses while struggling to comprehend the difference between revenge and justice. And this is where the two leads really shine, with Jason Patric's and Stephen Bauer's characters basically playing the mirror image of each other but just from different sides of the conflict, both struggling with their roles in this war until pushed too far and then relentlessly pursuing payback. So The Beast isn't just a reference for the tank in the film, it's a clear reference to how war brings out the beast in all of us and how morality and decency has no place in conflict. I mean, this isn't anything new, it's a classic theme of war films, but it's done so well. I really liked the juxtaposition of the Russian crew stuck in a small confined space whilst in a sprawling desert, and the tank representing victory for both sides. If captured by the Mujahideen, then it's either going to be destroyed or used for their efforts in the war. And for the Russians, it represents escape and a way back home, home being the rest of the Russian army. You can feel the tension within the tank building up, and it's not just because they're failing to outrun the Mujahideen. The cracks start to appear within the Russian crew as they try their best to navigate one setback after another, with the confined space of the tank and the heat of the desert becoming more of a threat to the Russian crew than the impending doom of the Mujahideen. I've got a very strong feeling I'm pronouncing that wrong. So in conclusion, I think the direction is great. Kevin Reynolds balances the film perfectly between the two leads, and he keeps the focus on character development rather than going for the easy option of good guy versus bad guy. The Beast firmly operates in the grey zone rather than the black and white. As much as a fan I am of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves and Waterworld, the Beast is just a completely different creature, pardon the pun, from Reynolds' work that preceded it. The highest praise I can really give it is to compare it to Platoon in terms of themes and style. I feel it's very much an undiscovered gem of the genre and that era of war films. So that is my review of 1988's The Beast / Beast of War. Please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel as it will help me out massively. Let me know what you think in the comments below and social media. Have you seen The Beast? Do you like it? Do you agree with this review? And most importantly, thanks for watching. Ta-da.